Beautiful. Are you struggling? Are you feeling emotional? Are you feeling like you don't have what you need? Are you scared about how you're going to pay rent? Or are you scared about feeling alone, like you don't have anybody to talk to about what you're going through? I got on here because I'm feeling a lot of those same things. And part of my job is to lead by example, to not show up on the other side of success and act like it's easy to get there. Part of the path of ascension is dismantling your old life. And a lot of times that means experiencing the same thing over and over again until you release it from your body and from your mind and from your energy. So if you've experienced a lot of poverty, you're going to be experiencing poverty again until you break that cycle. If you experienced abuse or neglect or rejection or bullying, you're going to experience those things over and over again until you've learned the lesson, until you've released whatever karmic ties are connected to it. So I just wanted to get on here, and tell you that you're not alone. You're not the only one struggling right now. You're not the only one who feels unmoored right now. You're not the only person experiencing flashbacks to difficult times in your life. You're not the only one who is feeling like they don't have anybody, or that they're not going to be okay, or that they don't know where they're going to be living or how they're going to be eating. You're not the only one. I'm also being guided to talk more about this, even though it's difficult for me, especially after the life that I've had. I walked away from a lot to do this work, and I've done it because I was guided to. I did it because I know that it matters, and I did it because it's part of what I signed up for as a soul. Spirit keeps showing me what's on the other side of this sacrifice, but I haven't made it there yet. And so it's hard for me to have faith in it sometimes, because there are moments when I have bills to pay and there's no money, or I have no food in the fridge and there's no money to get more food, and there are real struggles that I have come against since I walked away from my lucrative business 2.5 years ago. And every time it seems like those woes are gone, something new shows up, and I know it's just because I need to break through to the other side of feeling left out in the cold, of feeling like a burden on others, of feeling abandoned and rejected, or of feeling impoverished and without. These are all things that have been themes in my life since I was a young child. I'm saying this for the benefit of anyone else who can relate, okay? And if you can't, give gratitude. Give gratitude, because not everybody has the same lessons. I'm also being guided to just say a little prayer for us, okay? So close your eyes if you'd like to stay. Try to open your heart. Angels and guides, dear God, and any divine presences that are listening, I'd like to say a prayer over those that need your light, those that need the darkness lifted from their lives, anybody who needs the support of the angels. I'd like to call in Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Ezekiel, and Archangel Metatron to oversee this prayer. I want it to reach whoever needs it most, whoever is feeling alone, whoever is feeling like they don't have what they need. I want you to reach whoever feels like things are not going to be okay, and I want you to shine a light on their life. I want you to bring miracles in. I want them to laugh with joy like they are a child again. I want them to feel free. Bless us today with your light. Show us how good this life can get when we sacrifice everything for you and for our path and for this moment. Thank you for shepherding us from the darkness into the light. Thank you for shining your bright brilliance and love on us at a time when we feel we need it most. I want this to reach through time and space, through the galaxies, to anyone, anywhere, at any time who needs this prayer over their life. And if this prayer is reaching you, just know that your prayers are being heard and answered. Close your eyes and imagine angels watching over you. Close your eyes and imagine your dreams coming true. You are being guided and protected always. And so it is. I'm being guided to share my tears with you a lot lately. And I know it's because we don't see enough authenticity. My cat. We don't see enough raw, emotional sides of people because we're taught that it's shameful and embarrassing. Part of my job is to come here and do all the things that other people think are shameful and embarrassing, and do them with pride, and do them with love, and do them with confidence. And even though I don't always feel confident when I do what I do, I know that it matters. I know that people get something out of it, and I know that I'm not the only one, and that's why it's important for me to share. The path of ascension is multi-layered. You might feel like you've done it all and seen it all and conquered all of it, and then you get plummeted to a low. And those lows are usually only there to get us to break through from that pattern altogether. And you might have broken through before. I've broken through this same pattern so many times in my life, and yet here it is again. But we're in the middle of eclipse season, and it's time to shed whatever isn't serving us. And that includes tears, and that includes old paradigms, and that includes thoughts of who we are or what we're capable of accomplishing. And that includes fear and pain and grief and anger. We have to release it all through our tears, through our emotions. Let it out, okay? Let it out. In fact, I'm being guided to do one more prayer to help us release our emotions. Just take a deep breath. Angels and guides, please come in and help us release anything from our bodies that is not serving us anymore. Any old programming, any old thought patterns, any unworthiness, wounding, any pain, any grief, any fear, any trauma, any resentment, anger, or any other emotions that might be holding us stuck in a pattern that is not serving us anymore. Please help us release from our bodies, our minds, our emotional body, and our spiritual body anything that is keeping us stuck in an old timeline, so that we might elevate into our new timeline. This is the beginning of our new life. Thank you for guiding us home. Praise God. So it is. I love you. All right? You're not alone. Happy eclipse season. Okay? Release what isn't serving you, and know that you're not the only one doing this work. The path of ascension is humbling as fuck. Okay? And if you haven't been humbled in your life and you are judging other people who have been, have some gratitude for the fact that you've been able to live your life without being seriously humbled. And anyone who's read Harry Potter knows that the chosen ones have to be humbled in order to get where they're going. Because in order to be in power, in order to be in a position of power up here, you have to be pure in here. And this is the new earth I'm talking about, the global awakening, not the old paradigm. People in positions of power have to have that power within them. They have to have humility. They have to have patience. They have to be loving and compassionate. They have to be honest. They have to have integrity. And that's why you're being challenged so much. Because you're special, because you're meant to be powerful, because you're here to show us a new way of living, because you're here to pave a way by being authentic, by being different, by expressing yourself, by showing us who you are. Yeah. There is no shame. So come on out of the closet. Ask for help when you need it. All right? And as I say that, my guides are like, psst. If you feel called to work with me, if you feel called to tithe into this work, it would go a long way right now. I'll just leave it at that. But regardless, I really hope this reached whoever needed it. All right? You're beautiful. I love you. And I'll see you next time.